just you and me. It's already past dawn. Yes, I can see the perfect picture of what life should be. Why don't you come
Morning all, afternoon or evening, depending where you are in the world. Back with another, well, Sunday morning live stream in the UK and daily race C, last day of this combo. So it's a wee early morning live stream. As I said, early morning if you're in the UK or Europe. Not even early morning, is it? It's late morning. But yeah. The plan was I was going to jump on my Oceania account because this is quite a good time to race in that region. But I've loaded up the wrong profile here, so we're in the Womble Boss account. So we'll just do one race on this. We'll see how EMEA is looking. If the racing looks like it's going to be good, we'll just stay on this one. If not, we will jump on to the other account and just race from the back and see if we can get some entertaining. Going to stream to around about 2 o'clock. So if you're out there watching at the moment, I appreciate you joining me at this time. What else was I going to say? We've managed to fix out our mic problems as well, because it turns out that if you don't have the microphone plugged into the USB port, it doesn't work very well. So I was messing about last night, and I have spent hours trying to sort out this blooming audio issue. And I thought, you know what, let's just plug the microphone into a different USB. Went to the back of the PC and went, where is the mic? And eventually found the wire connected to nothing. So that was quite a big thing to discover. What was more worrying is I am not entirely sure what has been picking up my voice. I don't know if it's the webcam. I know the webcam's got a built-in microphone, but my god, I was so glad to get that one resolved. Now it might well appear again that the old chat's not working on my YouTube preview, so I'm going to have to open up another tab of the actual stream, which is always ideal. How do I do this? Let's go to my channel. That could just be that nobody's typed anything in. They're all very quiet this morning. It's Sunday morning after all. So we'll just do the first race in the Cayman. I'm really enjoying the Cayman round this track. Couple of minutes to go until the first race. think by now this race is just going to be pretty much a McGann fest now. I can't see too many people still persevering with the Audi TT. We can take it to the McGanns in the Cayman, I think. I just had a wee taste of the McGann in race conditions earlier on. Well, last night, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can totally understand why everybody's driving the McGann. First lap, racing lap I did in it, I did a 27.6. You can get into 27s in the Porsche as well, though. Hey! John Daniels and Neil. Yep, still Irish, Neil. You'd think about it with a good Irish accent, but I really can't do it justice. Whoops. Maybe morning to you too in the chat. Thanks for the wee early message there. Lets me know that the chat's working on the preview, so at least I can shut down this stream of it. Hope you are doing good. There we go then, let's see who's out playing at 11 o'clock in the morning, or midday in most of Europe. There we go then. Where are we going to be? We've not got the greatest qualifying time. I was looking at sort of 320th or something in Kudos Prime. It's a little bit lower than what I would normally be. Normally I'm sort of around about the 200 mark. But we're up in 6th place to start this one. And we've got the Italian, the Hammer, and the Scirocco. So I can imagine that's going to be a quick driver initially and then start struggling as the race progresses. But should make things quite interesting. Get Nisman down in P11, obviously a very fast driver. He's not set a representative lap time for his ability. He's obviously wanting to start mid-pack and have some fun. This is a nice position, I think, to start the race. So it is. Nice position to start the race. He's got an awful itchy nose. Death to the McGanns. So we need to hope that the Scirocco in P2 is the cork in the bottle. It'd be nice if the Scirocco was actually to get up into the lead over the course of the first couple of laps and then hold up everybody for us. That would be ideal. I can't say I know Imada. I've raced that driver before, but Not too familiar with a lot of the other names. Oh, my brake balance is at 1. Battling on behind. Battling on in front. Bit of a strong arm move there by the. Ooh. Definitely a corner but we're giving your full attention instead of talking nonsense. Tyron's gone wide, mad up. There's World War III's breaking out behind us. Going by how they're losing time. That's not how you take that corner. Looks like the Scirocco's not managed to pass them again on that one anyway. Can't quite hang with these McGanns at this point. Oh, the Spaniard's gone. It's an unusual accident to have in the McGann there. Oh, he's giving the German a 3-second penalty. Just I touched him on the way out. No, that's very late. Unfortunate for the German. Penalty system at its best there. I mean, there might have been a bit more to it than what I've seen, but it looked like the Spaniard lost it on their own. They've hit the German driver on the way off the track, and game's deemed the German to be responsible. Appreciate you staying on the racing line there, Mr. German. That'll be a penalty for me. I'll get judged as hitting him off the track there. Yeah. So all that caused because the Germans served his penalty in the racing line. I had to go round them to try and avoid them ghosting. And look at the carnage it's caused. Get off the racing line when you're serving your penalties. Xander, nice to see you. Jim. Yeah, Jim's unlucky, but as I said, caused by the German not getting off the racing line to serve his penalty. So I had to go into turn 5 at a weird angle, missed my braking point, went wide, he wanted to go side by side. It's just... Nisman up to P5. Oh, that's poor. Interstellar Dweller, Alan, nice to see you in the chat. To be fair, Alan, I think we all do it. I'm just having a bit of a rant and a rave. Because it cost me. I think we're all guilty of doing it sometimes. It's more a judgment call. It's more kind of look at who's behind you. Are you going to get in the way of this car as you unghost? And judge it from there sometimes. But to be fair, I'm just having a little bit of a rant and a rave. It just cost a very awkward situation into the next corner. Anyway, it's in the past. Let's see if we can catch this Scirocco, because it's obviously going to have some issues with tyres, I think. Five seconds though, it's going to be pretty hard to make up. Slow down for the German. Nisman up to P4. Steady, Mr. Porsche. No, Nisman, you're a good driver. That move's never on. I'm not just going to use your... See, this is a top split driver. You expect better than that from a top split driver. Move is just never on. Yeah, you deserve it, German, because you did have the move on. Isn't very happy, is it? not going well. Jeez, old car, come on. This is not going very well now, is it? Right, regroup. All caused by a top split driver, somebody who should know better going for a silly move. I lost all rhythm here. Right, we seem to have regrouped a little bit here. We should be in the 28 still though, but I'm not going that fast. Day 2 ahead are definitely flirting with danger at that corner. Don't know where the Greek driver is, he's lagging. Sure what's going on there. worked out for us though. The German was killed through lag. Apologise for being a little bit moany earlier on. We're back now, we're back to... we're back to something. Could have done without you doing that to me, Porsche. Just as we were starting to get away from them. Catch up with the chat after the race. Just Laguna's just not the track for taking your eyes off the road, which you can appreciate. Fair burnt through my tyres in this one though. I don't think the car's very happy up into the corkscrew. Better. Okay. Should have the gap now. Just slightly better lap, but still not brilliant. We definitely hurt the tyres a lot more than what we normally do in this one. I think given everything that happened in that one, a 4th place is not terrible. I think there might be a few choice words coming my way from some drivers though. I think the German's going to be too happy. Race 77. Request from King Ears. Morning King Ears, I see you in the chat as well. I'll accept that shortly. So yeah, I got a little bit antsy there during that one. Not really like me, but you know. We're only human, you know. Anyway, 22 of you out there watching, I do appreciate it. It's obviously, well, it's the weekend I suppose, so people are in the house I suppose. Just a shout out to everyone in the chat that's, anyone I've maybe missed. Yeah, Jim, I know we all. I wasn't really moaning about the penalty. You know, I got the 3 second penalty I got was for hitting the German off the track at turn 6, which wasn't obviously accidental, but yeah, just I was annoyed with Nisman, who I'd expect better from a driver of his ability going for a silly move like he did. You've got to be more than alongside a car to go for a move into that corner, and he was only halfway along. It was just, it's that top split mentality, isn't it? You know, I'm faster than you, I'm coming through. But not the worst result in the end. Not the worst result in the end. How did the German come in then? Because he was seemed to be having a bit of a hard time of it. A few red S's there as well. Okay, but we'll do another one this account because starting that kind of positions makes it actually quite entertaining. What will we go in this time though? Let's go in McLaren. No, let's not go in McLaren. Let's go in. Do another one in the Porsche, and then we'll change it up a wee bit. Xander, do you ever do anything other than work? Seems like you live there. Jim, the new races go live at the same time all around the world, so it's about, I think it's 8 o'clock UK time. Alan, I'll probably have a wee race in the section later on. No worries, King Ears. I'll accept that. I'll accept that friend request. I take it you didn't really have any trouble finding it, because if anybody wants to add this account as a friend, then feel free. But the L in Womble is a capital I, so just remember that when you're searching for it. Jim, I don't know if I'm. Don't know who I'm going to go. I'll probably go Jaguar. I like Jaguar. I think both the Group 3 and the Group 4 cars are good. The Group 3 car is massively underrated with Jaguar. Hugely underrated as a car. But yeah, I feel your pain if you were in the Mustang. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I actually think the Group 4 Mustang is not a terrible handling car. It's actually quite good in handling, but yeah, any races that involved fuel, you're in trouble. Although, if you're talking about handling, the Group 3 car doesn't handle very well. That's forgetting there's 2 cars to consider. Yeah, I've seen that. I see you've got a 25.7. I think my optimal's a 25.8. I've not put a huge amount of time into the time trial. I jumped on for, let's see if I can get a 25. Quite quickly got down to a sort of 26.1, 26.2, and then just nailed turn 6 to get that 25.9. Morning, Philip. Yeah, still morning here, yeah. I appreciate everyone in the out there at this time watching. It's appreciated, and we've got things sorted a little bit. If you've seen any of the last stream, you could know we were having some audio issues, but we managed to get on top of them. Turns out that the microphone works a lot better if you've got the microphone plugged in. So that was the issue. I only found that out last night. I must have spent about 10 hours trying to get to the bottom of the audio issue, downloading programs, equalizers and stuff, and oh my god. More chance to watch a streaming piece at work than you do at home, Xander. Jeez, oh. Well, yeah, you're definitely going to destroy the tyres in the Audi King of yours, but I think everyone's in trouble with the tyres at the end of the race. And I think maybe the sort of bigger issue that other people, a lot of drivers have when the tyres are worn is they still try to drive like they're not worn. Whereas this game, if you kind of just rein everything in just 5-10% once the tyres start to wear, brake a little bit early for corners, just try to be more gentle in absolutely everything. The grip's still there just a little bit. Yeah. Because I guess it's a snowball effect. Once the tyres start wearing and then you're still trying to brake at the right points, you start sliding the car more, you heat the tyres up, you get less grip in the next corner. I think the sort of tyre and the tyre model in GT Sports are a little bit more complex than it's given credit for. No, really, King yours. Well, at least for this week's daily race C, or next week's daily race C, Group 3 at, jeez, oh, where's that? Yeah, Mountain Panorama. The two-stop is an option in that one, so any drivers out there who are really suffering on tyres, the two-stopper is definitely an option. Therefore, you're not going to be driving about with horrible tyres. Gadget Man, nice to see you in the chat. I've seen you've been having a bit of a torrid time with the penalty system in this one. Gadget Man's not a driver who doesn't let his feelings be known. But if you haven't checked out Gadget Man's channel, which I'd be surprised if you're in watching me and you don't know who Gadget Man is, do go and give him a wee check out. Oh yeah, I was terrible at Bathurst for a long time, and then I kind of had to learn to get half decent at it, because if it's going to come up as a, if you're going to do strategy guides, then you kind of eventually have to just get used to every track in the game. And that's how I found my pace at Mountain Panorama. I was kind of forced into doing quite a lot of laps of it. Yeah, and the Citroen was good on tyres. Normally the Cayman's pretty good on tyres. I'm not really entirely sure what happened on that race. I must have murdered them when I was getting all frustrated and fighting with folk. No worries, Gadget Man. Yeah, race B, Group 4 at Scuba. That's going to be, surely that's just going to be a TT fest as well, because you've got 3 corners where you're looking for that traction out. So the TT is going to just dominate there, I think. Yeah, I'm just saying that, yeah, 3 hairpins, so guaranteed ramming as well, but yeah, it'll definitely be the Audi TT that's, well, I think, I don't know. I think the Audi TT's strength is just its traction out of corners, so I think it'll be very strong at Scuba. I will be staying clear of it anyway. So let's go 3 to the rear. See if we can look after the front tyres a little bit better than we did in the last one. That might have been part of the issue. Oh, we've got Donny ahead of us as well. We were racing Donny the other day. Very quick Dutch driver. And left a wee comment on the live stream. So he did. Oh, I was about to say, is turn 6 going to claim any victims, and it very nearly claimed me because we turned in way too early. Back end of this Porsche is very sketchy with the brake balance at 3 at the moment. Never looked to see what people were driving up ahead. I can see a couple of Audi TTs up there, so that's always a good thing. Bad corner. A bad corner. Russian driver being nice and sensible behind, good to see. The run on me, so best to give it up and not lose too much time. The traction of these big hands out that corner though is ridiculous. Good race this so far, I've had to keep it nice and clean. Knew he was going to go for that move there. I appreciated the space there, Nizman. Once again, putting his nose in stupid places. Should expect better than that from a driver of his ability. Look, now he's going to go defensive. Big old train here though. There'll be penalties ahead, there's going to be carnage of some sort. This can't... This man's actually quite dirty, isn't he? Subtly dirty. Spaniard, didn't you get? Rangers being aggressive. Some people might say that's aggressive driving. To me, it's the sort of driving that lacks respect. We all want to make up positions. We can all poke our nose in silly places. Like I could poke my nose in there. There you go. He's got me ranting and raving again, so he has. Just stay here, look after my tyres, pick up the pieces of the inevitable. Getting caught by the South African though, so we're not lapping especially quick. Mr. Spaniard. Maverick. So we've got Scirocco leading this little group. He's definitely going to start suffering. Surprised nobody's binned it in that corner yet. We're not taking it very well either. Turned in too early. Oh, bet I got a penalty for that. Concertina effect, everybody hits it, I'm the one that gets the penalty. Thanks, game. This man with another suspect move, and the guy quits because of it. You're too busy defending fresh air, my friend. You just costed us time. I've got a penalty. What's he driving? A Scirocco? Not really what I wanted to see. Still plenty of action left in this one, I think. Maybe a half second as well. Please game. Oh, have mercy. Have mercy. Scirocco's dying. Still plenty of FF cars up there to cause chaos. Chaos into the hairpin. I'll catch up with the chat. There's a few names there I've not said hello to. I will get around to saying hello to everyone. I can see Villa and Ronan. I will read all the comments at the end of the race. Oh, there's carnage up ahead. Well, that's a shame. It's Nizman, it's off. He'll have to get all nice and subtly dirty again. I guess he eventually made a move that somebody wasn't too happy with. So P4 is still on here. I'm taking the corkscrew of that, it won't be though. So we've got the Repsol Audi TT dying a death up here. I think we need to go for this on the Scirocco. Oh, that's close. Chicago's got no mid-corner speed. He just stops in the mid-corner. Nothing I can do. Very good, Niz, man. Sorry, I had to do that. He's been so... I always get a penalty though, don't I? I never get away with anything. What? Look. Then they get a penalty up ahead for that. Oh dear. Oh no, I definitely ran him off the track because he's been driving like a idiot the whole race, Villa. I'm not denying I was in the wrong for what I did. But he's been pulling that kind of stuff the whole race. So I was just giving him a taste of his own medicine. So South African got a penalty at the end as well. So yeah, Villa Cracovia, nice to see you in the chat. Layman's 26, we've got Ronan Ryder. Okay, Breminator, sorry I missed you up there. Yep, Subtly Dirty is a really common higher ratings, and yep, I agree. It's just that, isn't it? It's just putting your nose in just at the corner there and then just forcing the car ever so slightly wide off the line. It's what I consider to be really, really disrespectful driving, but well. Cheers, James F1. So Nizman's calling Donny a dirty rat. I reckon I might be getting a bit here. Who was it that punted me into turn ones, do you know? That was definitely deliberate, whatever it was. He's gone. So Sportland managed to sort of run away in the TT, so the TT is still capable of winning as long as you can get away from them. Just sort of run away at the front. Oh, Donny down to an A. Jeez, oh. Wonder what happened there. Wonder what we're down to SR wise. We could be in a naughty split next. Nah, we're at 92. 92 SR. Well, nothing if not interesting or entertaining, these races. Jane, do you remember playing GT5 on PS3 with me? The online challenge? We used to have a guy called Mark. Not heard from him in years. Your name? I mean, the name James F1 definitely rings a bell. Did we play F1 2010 as well, maybe? It was the guy called Mark. Was his PSN Haggis? Not the South African. I did notice that the South African driver ended up behind me there, 5-second penalty. Yeah, I've got the replay saved for that one. We'll take a look at it. I loved F1 2010, James. Is Mark Haggis? Oh, Haggis, so his PSN was. That we used to play GT5 with. Anyway, I appreciate that there's a. Oh, Haggis, so yeah, aye. Guy was a legend. Guy was a legend, so he was. He had the other driver as well was Falcon. Used to always play GT5 with us as well. I think his name is like DPT Falcon. Right, folks, need to go for a quick pee. Might be a minute. I'm gonna get. Right, folks, back. Sorry about that. Yeah, James, they were. I loved sort of playing online at that point in time. I love GT5. Had some really good online racing with Haggis and Falcon and yourself, obviously. But I seem to remember you from F1 2010, which was the best Codemasters Formula 1 game. They've been... Bermo, never seen you there, sorry. Nice to see you. Good day, mate. I was going to be playing on the old Good Day Mate server, but we've just decided to go with this one. Yeah, always wondered what happened to Haggis though, because he was really good. He was really quick on GT5. Yeah, certainly had a few attempts over me. I think I've still got him on my friends list as well, and I think he has actually played GT Sport at one point. So really, all we want here is not to get any penalties in this one. Get that SR back up to... Yeah, Jim, definitely. The oh yeah, see McLaren. Yeah, now if you'd said me that about McLaren F1, James, then yes, I do remember that definitely. Oh well, let him know if he gets back to you, James. Tell him Wombleskippers still alive and well. I'm pretty sure he'll remember me. Yeah, Jim, definitely the Oceania region is much easier to qualify near the front. So normally, if I put a little bit of effort into my qualifying time in EMEA, I'll maybe get sort of probably towards about the top 100, 150, depending how late in the week I leave it. Certainly, but say between 100 and 200. But if I do the same in Oceania, I can probably get into about the top 30, 40. So definitely a lot easier to qualify higher. He just kind of disappeared, James, after the PS4 came out. I never ever heard from him again. I don't think I did anyway. It's funny you say Steam. I seem that does ring a bell that he got into the old PC gaming. One mad at. Italian's awful slow. You put hard tyres. How did you manage to put hard tyres in your Megane? Come on, Madat, pick up the pace, please. We've been punted. And just Vedante's not compensated for the slipstream. Got himself a 2-second pair, right? It's a bit unfortunate. It's not compensated for the fact that the slipstream and that the Cayman's got to break a little bit earlier than the Megane into turn 1. Plus, Mada seems to be breaking off early for the corners. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. sure he'll pick the pace up. Oh, Spanish drivers. Milo-san. Gonna have to get past Mada here. He's got 29.6. Jeez, we're 1.5 seconds off the pace here. Just let P2 run away. I don't think we'll be able to catch P1 anyway. Clean as a whistle. And Mada gave us the space as well. Nice driving, buddy. P2 got a penalty up ahead as well. I wonder if Atari's got some kind of bug, because he's awful slow, and he's not usually that slow. It's like he's got hard tyres or something on. That's more like what we should be doing at 28. Right, Milio-san? Just call you San. Right, San, let's go into, let's go and catch P2. He's in the, I think he's in the Scirocco. And we'll sort out at the end of the race. Or you could let me pass and I'll go and catch the Italian. You can come with me. Come on, just let me go. Well, you let me go in the end, so I appreciate that, but you kind of communicated that a bit weird. Right, stick with me, Milo, and we'll go and catch the Italian. Toxic, nice to see you in the chat there. You have a tipple, is that a tip? I'm all yours. Yeah. Okay, it's concentrating. Terrible lap 7. Not terrible, but not where we should be. Not making any inroads on the Italian, unfortunately. Or not enough. We can gain over the first part of the lap, but when we lose out the second part. Even with worn tyres, Audi TT is still pretty good in this. Well, the FF cars are still pretty good in this part of the track. Didn't know what that was in the track there, giving a bit of a fright. Under 4 seconds. Running out of laps though. Boring stuff this one, unfortunately. Very sensible race. Suppose we got rid of all the madness in the last one. Not sure what's happened. P5 downwards, but they're awful far away. There's been a lot of fighting going on, penalties, something. You lost way too much time in the opening stages. We could have had Hammer. Oh, that's a bottle. That's a bottle. So you've got to concentrate to the checkered flag. I've done it again. Sausages. Some having for my lunch after a stream as well, some sausages. Whew, the worst final lap in history. Well, lack of concentration more than anything else, James. The first half went well. Yeah, we managed to work our way through the drivers. But silly to do that in the last lap though. So we can maybe jump on to the Wombleskippers account and do some racing from the back for the next couple of races. I think that's what we'll do. The higher the lobby, the more a it says March. I'm sure that's strictly true, but oof. Jim Brea, top split drivers, sportsmanship reigns down to B. That's not going right. What's the time in Oceania at the moment? Right, okay, so we're going to do it, we need to do it now, right? Let's go and do a race on the Wombleskippers account from the back. For the entertainment. Do you think the Scuba Group 4 is going to be an all-wheel drive car, Villa? Yeah, I guess the... Yeah, well, I never thought about that. Yeah, the WRX and the Evo probably will be good there. As King Ears is saying, it was rapid out the corners, but so is the Audi TT. Yeah, I don't even know what cars we've got here. We could go in the Veyron from the back for a bit of a laugh. Let's do it in the Iron Brew BMW. Let's do it in the Iron Brew BMW. So apparently there's 25, 26 of you out there watching and nobody's chatting. Is everybody munching into their lunch, are they? Either that, the chat's stopped working, but I think it's still working. I've got to admit, I'm looking forward to getting another couple of races done and getting something to eat myself. Anyway, time for a pee. Maximum realism here. I actually have to get into my seat like it's an actual cockpit. Cheers, Gadget. Yeah, I'm starving, James. Have you contemplated iRacing? Do you know what? I played iRacing years ago, and I got the PC last week. I've downloaded iRacing. I was playing a wee bit of it yesterday, but my god, it's so expensive, isn't it? I thought, I'll buy a couple of cars and a couple of tracks, and they wanted me to take 40 quid off me. I was like, geez, oh. But I quite like the handling in iRacing, James. I actually think it feels quite like GT Sport, only 100 times less forgiving. So when the car's handling normally, I think it feels quite like this. And then you look at a corner the wrong way and all of a sudden you're facing backwards. But yeah, I'm certainly willing to give iRacing a bit of a shot. Jeez, oh. Well, that's not a sign of things to come. So, no idea what brake balance we should be on in this car. No idea of braking points. I didn't even look to see what the grid was, to see what people are driving. Yeah, I just signed up to them, Doominator, without even reading them, because it was just, I'm not reading that. I've got the 3-month free trial. I'll see if it's something that's going to interest me. Just seems so much that hard work though to just get a simple race. You know, but I can kind of understand if you get right into it though why you can maybe get the bug as well. I'll read that back, James. I see you talking about an endurance partner. Once we're finished the race, I'll read back and see what you're saying. The one thing I did work out from last night is that I'm probably quite rubbish at it. Although, I'm sure it would come to me if I kind of stuck with it. I was just driving the Cadillac CTS race car thingy around a few tracks. But they do have a cheap though, charging like 10 quid per car and track or whatever it is. So I've only got one bar here, so I hope I'm just not lagging for everyone. I expected to make more progress and I guess that's the point though, Bruminator, isn't it? They just rely that people are not going to read it. I'm quite confident that I'm not going to do anything I shouldn't be doing on it. Maybe I'll regret saying that. Did you? But yeah, I don't think I've seen your name before in the chat, so nice to see you there and welcome along. Genuinely surprised there's not been more carnage. Well, I'm here, buddy, I'm here. I'd like some track too, please. Round outside there, or not anymore. Aston versus Toyota 86 ahead. It's a nice wee fight. It's a shame it's for the 16th place at the moment. Oh, I just hope the car would stick there. Just about. Slap a oversteer there from the BMW. Red car off up ahead. I'm going to say it's a Ferrari, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's not exactly a horrendous pace, a 28.9, we're right down at the rear of the grid. Don't go defensive, don't go defensive, don't go defensive. Yells are out. Oh. Oh, well done, mate. Well done. Let's gain it back. Fair play, fair play. Fair play to Noxie Hallam too. I appreciate that gesture. Definitely go down at the second for the other. BMW actually feels quite nice round here. That's for optimal. 284. Still think a top 10s maybe. Maybe on. Never do that though. Don't get a penalty. Ugh, come on. You're slowing a week in the jail there. actually quite surprised at the pace. Quite understeering the slow corners, the BMW. Right, Akun-san. Let me pass, please. Thank you. A little bit of a dive, but I think the Japanese driver knew it was coming and gave you the space, so. Appreciated. Just a big group of cars, there are 6 or 7 of them going through this turn here. What you want to be doing, my friend? Yeah, they're there. We want to go and catch them. So 4.8 seconds. That area in the BMW pretty decent as well. Woohoo! We've got dirty tyres as well. Oh, we've just got half-second penalty as well. What a numpty. What a numpty. This is on PS4, legit. This is on an original launch day PS4 as well. Bought way back in 2013. 2 seconds that last lap cost us. God, I had a penalty there. Still catch them. What's that? So there's chaos going on ahead with them. Coleman, nice to see you there. We were right on them again, had that stupid lap. Stick around though, it's going to be quite an interesting last couple of laps. Oh, somebody's taking the brake markers out there. Didn't know where to brake. .3. Going side by side at the beginning of that group, down at T1. There's going to be tears from that group. It's the stage of the race when people start making questionable moves. Where do we brake here when we've not got a marker? Yeah, Coleman, you missed sausages in the last race, nah. Oh, there's 2 gone. 2 more please for that top 10. You, there's going to be something with happening amongst that slot. Oh, you're braking an awful well and an awful lot. You've got no tyres left. It'll be hard to do a McGann on the outside, but we'll try it. We've done it. Respect to the Japanese driver, gave me all the space that I needed. Thank you. Could these 2 up ahead have a little bit of a set to it and get that top 10? I have no idea what to do at that corner when that brake marker's not there. Predicting a dive at the last corner from Saint Devote. The 11 in the end's not too bad. Jeez, oh, none of these were typing anything in the last race, and seems like I've got something to read in between races though. Waiting for people to do the Bathurst 12 hours in a few weeks, James. Do you know what? Let me look up what the date is. I finish up for a couple of weeks holiday on the 9th of February, so it might work out. Although, I'm honestly pretty rubbish at the game. But I could probably improve between now and that race. But let me look into it. So you're saying there was stuff about how they can misrepresent you in any way they want, which you're not. Well, fair enough, Bruminator, yeah. Fair enough. You're right, you are using your real name, so. That was good fun, I enjoyed that race. That was, took a little bit to get going. Bit of a lull in the middle, but some good racing. P12 there. Made that move round the outside, he was nice and fair. Akun, again, good respect from Noxie, knocked us off the track and let us back through a wee bit later, so yeah. I've always found that Oceania, particularly the Japanese drivers, are very, very respectful. Not all of them, you will come across the odd bad apple as you would expect, but in general, there's a lot more respect for their fellow drivers. Yes, did you? I won a Fanatec wheel CSL Elite. Without the load said try that again. Without the load said, can't speak, need food. I don't have a load cell, I've just got the normal CSL Elite pedals, whatever they're called. What will we use for this one? Let's go in what we're familiar with and see if we can make a bit more progress through the pack. So you've just went from a G29 to the CSL Elite, did you? Nice. I don't think it's chalk and cheese between them, if I'm totally honest with you. Although I've only used it on GT Sport, so maybe that doesn't. Oh no, in fact I've actually used them both in a Assetto Corsa Competizione as well. It's just everything about the CSL Elite is just a little bit nicer than the G29. So it all adds up to be, I guess, quite a big difference if you want to put it that way. Just everything's much more refined. I've still got a lot of love for the G29 though, I've got to be honest with you. It served me well for a year and a half. It really did, and it still works perfectly to this day. But yeah, if sim racing is going to be something you're going to be doing forward, you know, you get a G29, you know you're going to be doing it for the next few years, then absolutely. Absolutely, go for that upgrade if you can. You're in Chicago, Coleman. No worries, James. enjoy whatever you take, what you're eating. Nice to see you in the chat, and if you're in one of the live streams going forward, let me know if Haggis gets back to you. He was a good guy, Haggis. Really enjoyed playing GT5 with him, and also Killzone 3. We played loads of Killzone 3 together online. In fact, maybe I'll send him a wee message myself. So, Digit, you're asking how long it takes. I take your topic Gran Turismo Sport from. How long does it take to get from A from B? I can't remember what the cut-offs are. Is B, if you look up Kudos Prime, you'll be able to kind of check your DR, your driver rating. I'm pretty sure B is 20,000 DR, and then A is 40,000. Who's debating it, Xander? That's what I want to know. Who's debating what football team I support? So, I mean, I don't know if somebody else could maybe post a link for Kudos Prime for Digit in the chat. But if you just go online, Google Kudos Prime, and then follow it through, you'll be able to look up your driver rating and find out what you're at. A is 40,000 driver rating, I believe. And, I think. Thank you for the good luck, Gadget Man. I was really impressed with the speed of everyone in that lobby. I never even seen, I didn't actually look back to see what sort of drivers were there, you know, what sort of DRs were out there. But even I was doing 29s and I was struggling to keep up with P18. So it's called Kudos Prime. You bought the GT Omega cockpit. Drove 500 miles on it yesterday. Yes, is it the same one as this one, Digit? There you go, Gadget Man's kinda corrected me. B's 15, A's 30. From previous streams, the debate, Xander. Well, really, I don't support any team, in all fairness, because support would mean you go to games and actually, give that club some money. So I can't really say I support any team, but in Scotland, I like to see Aberdeen do well, and that's just because all my family on my dad's side come from up north. So it was kind of drilled into me by my dad, my papa, and my brother. And down in England, I've always had a soft spot for Aston Villa. So now that I've just said that I am an Aberdeen fan, anybody out there that's a Rangers and Celtic fan's probably quickly unsubscribing. Let's check we've got everything where we want it for this car. Looks like we're good. We'll go and sit in the pits. I'll just take this opportunity to get the sponsor on camera. The finest soft drink in the world. No Iron Brew. Still waiting for that lucrative bars sponsorship deal to come in, but they seem Seem to be wrangling me on the negotiation front. Yeah, I've got the ARP, and I think it's the RS6 seat I've got. Yeah, I've got to admit, I like my GT Omega Digit, I really do. I had, what was the rig before it was an ADX something. Do you know what? I used it for 18 months. It served the purpose. I had no issues with it. It was just a little bit flimsy, particularly once I went upgrade to the Faratech. Okay then, let's go. Never used a TGT Coleman. But you know what? I don't know if any of you watch a YouTube channel called Sim Racing Garage. The guy does, like, he breaks everything down and rebuilds them and reviews them. He loved the TGT. Do you know what else he also loved? He loved the tyre model in Gran Turismo Sport. And this is a guy who plays all the big racing sims. Yeah, I'd like to get a TGT, but they're not cheap. Realise we've not got the old radar on. Yeah, it's a good channel, Coleman. Have you here, Russo? Oh, I've got 30 tyres now though. So I knew I was going to have no grip there for the corkscrew because I went so off the track. Look at the difference. Oof. I was just about to say I'm surprised at the lack of drivers losing it. And Uso, I think I just seen somebody reset to my side there, give me the fright of my life. And Uso decided to bin it for me, so. Right, burn out. You want to bin it? Go, bin it. half-second penalty will burn out. There's been an incident at the hairpin. Whoa! Oh, my burnout, come on. That's not what I wanted to do. No, don't do it! I've done it again. So sorry, mate. So sorry. So sorry, Uso. Can't believe I did that. Bloody sausages. Now I've got to try and get my burn out properly instead of taking advantage of the penalty. Nothing wrong with the McLaren down the straight, is there? Oh, come on, mate. I have to overtake you here, pal. Well, you know, I think that was a bit of an unnecessary squeeze there from burnout. Let me know what you think. Was that dirty? I think the space was there. He closed the door on me once I was alongside. So at that point, it's elbows out, isn't it? See the thing about the sausages in this track, you see when you hit one, you hit about 3 per lap. You hit another 3 in that lap. Tell you, they just attract you. Still aiming for a top 10 here. You see what happened at the last race. A lot of people go backwards. Oscar Hunter, nice to see you again. Honestly, Oscar, your name just reminds me of Russian submarines. It's the other McGann ahead of us. I think that's not the trophy. Looks like it's starting to suffer in the old tyres. Captain Bravo. Captain Bravo. Womble Alpha coming up behind you. Do not make it too difficult. Don't fight this. Thank you, Captain Bravo. Good driving. Shima next. So we've got P8 up there. Give it up, Shima, give it up. Of course not. You're so slow. Scared you off. I have become this man. Poking my nose in places. Doing a stream later, Gadget Man, with your practice for this week's races? Weight markers all gone. Big group of cars there, but we're not going to get to them, I don't think. Unless they really do start messing about. Nice one, Gadget Man. I'll maybe check it out. Still got some work to do in my video though. Sugi's off. Womble was nearly off. Well, we're not going to make up 7 seconds, are we? So that's this one over. See how close we can get. Blitz him. Nice to see you there. Yeah, it's a bit of a war of attrition. It's about surviving this one sometimes. There's about 5 cars there, all in a big group. We're not going to catch them in pace. You have to. Whoa. I have to expect there's going to be some incidents between them. And they're just there, we're just taking a second out of them. 2 corners. Yeah, there's an update, our maintenance update tomorrow, Gads, man. I think it must be, my guess it's something to do with the new FIA season coming up. Because they're going to have to announce that soon. Twice I've done that, somebody's taking the brake whackers away. We're just there. Something's happened. Meter showing dark has come off worst anyway. WRX. No front tyres at this point. Couple of WRXs dying on their tyres, but we've still got plenty of traction at the corkscrew there. Don't make them think I'm going to go for it. Well, we'll have no traction if we go into the sand. Not bad, good fun. I suppose, yeah, I suppose they could kind of do bop changes, and they can certainly do penalty updates just for the maintenance as well. We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out what they're going to do, whether there's anything at all. I mean, I know there's a lot of things wrong with the penalty system, but see if they could just eliminate the 1 second and the 2 second penalties for the tiny little taps on the back of another car. I mean, I know you shouldn't be touching the back of another car, but with just the merest of touches in a braking zone that has zero effect on either car, if they could just eliminate them, I'd be quite happy to deal with the rest of it. Right folks, we're going to do one last race, and we are going to, okay, anybody want to pick the car out of what we've got here? First car that I see mentioned, it's not the Porsche or the BMW, is what we'll use. Indeed, Blitzum, let's hope for it. I hope the FIA races go back to about 35-40 minutes. That's my hope for FIA. I take it you mean the RCF? This car? Yeah, okay, that wins. Too slow, Blitzum. No problem, Gadget Man. So yeah, Gadget Man does a stream. What did you say? What time did you say? He's going to be doing a stream at 5 PM tonight where he checks out next week's daily race B and C. So do check that out if you're looking for some GT Sport action around about 5 o'clock. Give you a wee heads up for next week's race. Sorry, Blitzum and Jim. We're actually into the race. Did you get in before you with the RCF? Yep, Coleman. Yeah, be nice if we get rid of that one as well. Do you know what's quite interesting though? See a lot of the things that you get penalties for in GT Sport. You get penalties for the same things in iRacing. Okay. You know, any contact with another car, if you get caught up in an accident, it's not your fault, you get ×2s, ×4s. You cut a corner due to somebody pushing you off, you can get a ×1 for that. Yeah, any little contact. So the way they kind of dish out that penalty is, of course, much more effective, where you have to pick up enough points before you get penalised. But Steve-O's in the house. Steve-O from Kent. See, I remember now. Hope you're doing well, friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. You're just joining us for the last race here though, Steve-O. Yes, Steve-O, So the issue is, it turns out that being an umpty was the issue with the sound from the mic, because it turns out the microphone wasn't actually plugged into the USB port of the PC, so it meant I was literally using a wee cheap webcam's built-in mic as my microphone for the last stream. So I can assure you I felt very much like an umpty. I must have spent about 10 hours trying to get to the bottom of that sound issue, the quality of the microphone. And I'm not saying the quality's great now, because I'm certainly no sound engineer. But I'm happy with it. I can certainly... It's 100 times better than it was last time. Oh, I know. It did. It sounded like I was in a big tin. But that's exactly what it sounded like, Steve-o. I don't think this is going to be a great car to drive around here, because Alexis destroys its tyres. You are a sound engineer, Steve-o. Nice. Nice one. I take it though, I'm going to assume that work's a bit scarce at the moment with the old lockdown and sort of events not taking place and stuff like that, so I hope you're hope everything's going all right for you on that front. But just think, see, once lockdown ends and everything gets back to normal, the amount of events that's going to go on, you know, DJs and sound engineers and everything are going to be in big style demand. Check out your Group 4 McLaren. You like doing liveries, don't you? I'll tell you what, we'll check it out on stream after this race and plug your liveries to everyone watching at the time. Oh, boiled eggs on toast. Lovely. I love eggs. I absolutely love eggs. I've got a friend request from Momo's. Momo's Australian account. I'll accept that. After the stream. I've still got King Ear's friend request to accept on my other account as well. It's taking an awful long time to load though. Somebody's been disconnected as it is. I'll jump onto that account after, Steve, and we'll take a look. I need to accept that friend request from King Ears as well, so. Right, I'll be back in a wee minute. Quickly do a pee before this one gets underway. We made it in. Yeah, Momos is he's a difficult character to work out in the game. That's for sure. I've had my Momos moments, not for a long time, ages ago. And obviously I've seen the videos, but do you know what I think Momos' biggest problem is? He's very good at qualifying. Very good at qualifying. But doesn't have the race pace to match it. So he ends up under a lot of pressure from drivers behind him. We all know that drivers are very impatient in Gran Turismo sport. So, and I think that's why he gets involved in incidents. He's obviously got a pretty short temper as well. And I guess there's also that aspect. Oh jeez, oh Lexus, please turn. You know, he's a bit of a GT Sports star, so I'm going to assume he probably gets riled up or deliberately. You know, drivers try and wind him up deliberately. Now, I'm not defending some of his actions, he has been. This thing's a bus. He has done some pretty terrible stuff in the game, but I tend to find if you do race him with respect, he will give it back to you, but if you come across him when he's already been fired up by something else, then sometimes he's just taking it out on everybody, regardless of whether it's your fault or not. Oh, the GT's backing off. I haven't raced him for a long time. No idea where that car is. Oh, it's burnout. I think I was given. Oh, save that. Who suggested the Lexus? I need to go, I'm too slow. Please don't give me a pair, yeah. Tyres the least of my worries, Steve. The car's an absolute bus. They're all fighting up there though. Ooh, Jesus. Thought we were off there. And the Lexus used to be good. half-second penalty as well. Somebody get murdered. I think we can get involved with them though. Ugh, no. I've always toyed with the idea of going full Scottish one day in a video. Letting people know what a Scottish accent really sounds like. I think we can get involved here. We just did a 28-6 and that was also having a half-second penalty. Maybe there's hope for this car yet. Does it involve a ball? It'd certainly help. I've got to be honest with you, I don't think that's something I'm ever going to do as a drunk stream. I can't watch it when people do that. Just makes me cringe. The Lexus is coming back a little bit, Steve-o. It's coming back a little bit. Oh, purple through sector 1. I get the radar back up, we could be involved in some fighting soon. See what I always think when people do drunk streams though, and I've watched a bit of them. I think people act up. I think they kind of act more drunk than what they are. But hey, people watch it, so people like it. So people are happy to watch it, then you want to do it, then crack on. I have enough regrets from going out drinking without putting it out to the world to see. A fight here, boys and girls. Cheers, Steve-O, appreciate that. Four different cars here. Cayman just ahead. Been a lot of work to fight for P14. I think so. P10's not too far away now. Don't really want to do too much at the moment. That looks like an Audi TT, the blue Audi TT up there struggling big time. I'm going to go side by side through turn 6 up there. Somebody's dying. Somebody is dying. Nope, not yet. Guess what I move. Room for Alexis in there. Go Jack Russell. Not expect the Japanese driver left the space there on the Oh, and then you're so slow through there, so I'll get a penalty. Let's get out of here. It was nice. Right place at the right time there. And everybody else was very sensible as well. That's the important thing in those situations. Everybody drove properly. It's a bit weird for a Japanese driver to be called Jack Russell, isn't it? Australian behind us, and Audi TT is very fast though. So he knows how to keep his tyres alive in that car. I'm not going to go round the outside of McGann here, am I? Left me the room. This is dodgy. Gave it to me. Nice driving. Respect Mr. Jack Russell. This is why I quite like playing on this server, because you get a lot of driving like that. This Porsche's in trouble with its tyres as well, I think. Make a bit of going for it. Go park at the apex, fair enough. Oh, he's awful. He must be. That must be automatic. He's far too slow there. Woo! That was good fun. That one. That was good fun. Lexus came alive in the second half. Maybe Jack Russell's are sacred in Japan. Yeah. Just an unusual name for a Japanese driver, but why not? Eh? Much better selection of cars in this region as well. Nope. What am I doing here? Just catching up, just looking back to see what has been said. There you go. Jack Russell used to be the wicketkeeper for England. Yeah, you learn something new, don't you? You learn something new every day. Fair enough, Steve-O. Wombleskippers is a bit strange, but it's meant to be a take on, you know, because it's like, my name's are Womble, then some kind of leader, boss, leader, skipper. But I kind of like Skipper for this account because you've got Skippy, the kangaroo. So that's the theory and the logic behind the name. Right, that's the end of the racing anyway, folks. Thank you very much to everyone out there that's joined us. Now, before we go, I am going to jump on to the other account and we'll look up Steve-O's McLaren. It's not what I want to do. No, still don't want to do that. No, why are you doing that? Alright, yeah. I do that, haven't I? Well, I've been using the PlayStation 4 for, you know, 8 years. You'd think I would know what I'm doing on it when I try to switch users and accounts and stuff. Yeah, Womble Gaffer's quite good, yeah. Yeah. I've got some interesting ones if I ever start an American account, but it might trigger a few folks, so. I kind of might be painting a target on myself if I go with the name that I'm considering for an American account. Right. What's the best way of finding them, Steve-O? Do you tag them all with the same name? Or can I just do it through the activities thing? Activity feed. Oh, there we go. Right. Yeah, Womble President's considered. Oh, there's Jim. Hey, look, Jim and alright, yeah, so Steve-O has reposted Jim's livery. How do I find it, Steve-O? Activity feed, friends. Dwayne Wobble Jr. for your US account. Go to friends list on the left. This one here. And there you're there, so just let me go on it there. Ah, getting there. Car livery. Here we go then. So here's Steve-O's liveries. I actually usually quite like I do like yellow cars, I have to say. So I like that one, that's nice, the old Genesis one. Based on the 97 to 99 livery from Jordan. Very nice. I like that one. Oh yeah, you were talking about this one, I remember. That's a good one. I'll add that one to my collection. What else have we got? Yeah, I'm not sure about that, I have to say. That's not to my taste. See, I really like that one. That one's very nice. That's a very nice livery. Harrods. Ooh, that's quite an interesting one. No, I really like your McLaren one. That's lovely. I like the Genesis and the Mondale one. That's awesome. That one. That's really good. Nice job. Have a look at them again. It's nice as well. Some people have got some mad skills in the old liveries, that's for certain. I don't know, I can't help but look at that again. Jeez, oh. I think people just get out your way. Have you seen that coming through? Ah, right, yeah, I remember. I know the car you're talking about, Steve-O. So yeah, check out Steve-O's liveries if you're looking for some nice liveries there. Very nice indeed. The old Skittles Audi TT. It's pretty cool. I don't ever drive the Audi TT though, so no liveries required. Right folks, I need to go and get something to eat. I am absolutely starving. Thank you very much everyone that's been in the stream chatting away, watched, lurked. It's very much appreciated. Quite a good stream, I think. We had some good racing there. A little bit of moaning from me in the first couple. Maybe justified, maybe not justified. Who knows? But yeah, I think we finished up with some good action here in the end. Please do hit that like button if you haven't already, if you like what we're doing on the streams. And as I always say, hit the dislike button if you don't like it, because that's what the dislike button's there for at the end of the day. But yeah, check out the video tomorrow for the race C, the strategy guide. I'll have that out around about 7:30 in the morning. Looks like a very interesting race, to be honest with you. I think the 1 stop and the 2 stop are going to be very close. So it should be quite an interesting race. I'm working Wednesday to... No, I'm not. I'm working Monday to Wednesday. So I'll not be able to stream any of those days. But we should be back with a daily race C stream on Thursday. So do join me for that if you can. But until then, thank you very much for watching. And I shall see you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. Goodbye.